Hey, good night, everybody. This is an exclusive and a special edition of Sideline Sports and Entertainment. And hey, tonight we are here at Fear Factor with none other than I'm ecstatic. Hey, the lovely, the beautiful, the smart, the smart,
the brightest, the hottest.
Watching you in action tonight was just absolutely amazing.
Thank you so much.
So, hold on, I still didn't introduce, but I think everybody knows who you are by now. But go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hot Go 242. It's your girl Kaylia Capri, the hottest thing on the Indies right now. The girl from 242, the first ever professional wrestler for Nassau, the Bahamas.
Man.
And yeah, you know, we outside.
You know something, Clear? So again, like you said, hey, the first ever Bahamian wrestler. So we have this, I do a sports show in the morning. As a matter of fact, listen to more 94.9 every weekday morning. Sports report.
Okay.
And you know something, we have this thing on the morning show that we say, as long as there, whatever sporting discipline there is, and there's Bahamian participating in it, we're going to excel, and hey, we're going to master it. We're going to come out on top.
That's true.
And you have certainly done that, man.
Thank you.
So tell us about the journey from, and I can dig into a little bit of your background, but tell us about the journey with the wrestling from the WWE to ACW, and hey, you're here now at Fear Factor.
Man, listen, this wasn't something that I prepared myself for. I think I was always, I say this on every interview I go on, I always did stuff in my life that I didn't realize would have prepared me for this moment. You know what I mean? Right. Like going on stage, doing skits at school, from just being on a bunch of sports teams, from just having to always be competitive and just having that personality that's rambunctious and spontaneous and super exciting. I genuinely did not know that I was going to end up becoming a professional wrestler.
Wow. So you know what, and Kaylia, just talking about your energy, you know, I watch all of your clips and stuff like that. But the energy is real, y'all. She is exactly as you see her. And, you know, like I said, watching your performance in the ring tonight, it took me back to my childhood. Now, you know, in the Bahamas, hey, a lot of us grew up watching wrestling.
Yes.
So I normally tell people, hey, these gray hair is legit. So I grew up watching Tyree Bride, you know, Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah, you OG watcher.
Yeah. Hey, I remember the claw.
Oh my God.
You know? So again, watching or seeing, and I actually remember going to wrestling matches at the Nassau Stadium. So again, coming out here tonight and seeing the crowd here, watching you perform and watching everybody actually into the, you know, chatting and everything, you know, 242. That was, like I said, it took me back to my childhood. And again, thank you for what you're doing with this sport.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And yeah, just keep doing your thing, man. What's next for Kaylia Capri? I know you got some upcoming matches.
Yeah, so I have a few upcoming matches in December. Those will be inside Miami. It's going to also be with All Caribbean Wrestling. And I'm excited for those. I'm just excited to continue to be dominant, continue to stamp my name in professional wrestling, and let everybody know that when they come to the Caribbean, you got to go to Kaylia Capri, and you might get sunburned. That's what I'm talking about. Okay.
Hey, you know what, even back to talking about, hey, you know, when you come to the Bahamas or when you match up ACW, you got to take on Kaylia Capri. I love how you brought out the Junkanoo in there, man.
Hey,
talk about rapping.
One thing about it, as Caribbean people, period, Bahamian people especially, we have good culture. Yeah, we should have this incorporated in anything that we do because it's just something that not only gives us energy, it gives us just more passion and being proud to be where we from and who we are. So that's why I incorporate everything like that into what I do. And I just been having so much fun. I've been becoming more comfortable as we get in front of the Bahamian crowd. I've been less likely to double. I know the Bahamian crowd have my back. Anything, I know they have my back.
Here tonight.
They was loud. They was crazy tonight. Every time I step out, I always tell myself, you in the right place. You doing the right thing, and God got you every time.
What's it like actually coming home? I mean, I'm sure we can tell what it's like, but I want to hear from your mouth. What's it like coming home? I know you compete in the United States or abroad a lot. What's it like coming home and competing and performing in front of the Bahamian crowd?
The Bahamian crowd, the Caribbean crowd, period, is a different type of crowd because we, just like you said, we the old school wrestling fans. We the people who've been waiting for people to bring wrestling to the Caribbean. We always being forgot about. So it's different in terms of the excitement as opposed to in the States, they always seeing wrestling. They pick, choose, and refuse, you know what I mean? So they have lost their passion for watching wrestling. And now we have Bahamian people who are truthfully passionate. They watching it from the bottom of their hearts. Their children now getting into it again. And it fills them with pride to bring their kids to do something that they always wanted to do. So it's an amazing moment.
And I'm glad you touched on that because I did want to mention that too. You know, just observing the matches. It's a family event, y'all. So the next ACW event that comes to the Bahamas or comes to Nassau, you guys gotta be there and you gotta bring the family out. Like I said, there were so many kids here tonight. Parents, your grandma was here.
My Grammy always here. My Grammy, Annie Linda, my Uncle Jared, my cousin, my daddy, my brother. They always come in, they always supporting me, like my family members. Even though they didn't know what wrestling was, they absolutely is come out and they support me. And they get into it, boy. They get into it. Especially my Grammy. She's get into it.
I noticed, like I said, before Grammy left, she made sure touch base to give y'all, and she was like, yeah, continue to
do she done talking about my little pants. She's like, come out in the skirt and then I had no pants on.
So I have the video footage of your entrance. Yeah, she ripped off the whole thing, y'all. So Kaylia, I want to dive a little bit into the background a little bit. So again, I'm just a sports enthusiast. I know that you were originally a track star. How did you move from track and field to wrestling? And I'm just saying, I know for most track and field athletes, it's either like soccer, flag football, you know. So how'd you make them move to wrestling?
Man, like I say, that's just all fate, man. I get that DM in my inbox for a reason to sign up. I go on and sign up on that link, and I just so happened to get a call for a tryout. You know, I was interested enough to catch their eye. I went out to do that tryout for that company, and man, listen, that put me on the mark. It put me where I needed to go. So I genuinely just keep going with it. See, even in track, I learned the last way to stress myself in track is to control what I can't control. I can't control what my opponent next to me doing. I can't control if they feeling bad today or if I feeling bad today. I can't control these things, so I can't really think about it. And that's how I live my life. I just don't try to control nothing. I just go with the flow. And I know it can always be something in me to tell me to not do something before it tell me to do something. You see what I'm saying? So I waiting on that feeling to not do something. I just didn't get that feeling to not do it. So I go on. And mind you, I had an extensive background of sports. I actually represented the Bahamas in gymnastics as well. I represented my high school in swimming, soccer, so many different categories of sports, to the point where I just was like, you know what? If I ain't good, I ain't good. But if I good, I got to mash these gals up all day. That's just too bad, but if I just got to mash them up.
Hey, folks, again, like I said, hey, the energy from Kaylia Capri is real, y'all. It's real. It's so much. I've been trying to get this interview for a little while now, and I gotta say a big shout out to my homeboy Lano this
Hey!
Yo, ever since working with this guy, he's just been on it, man. Again, shouts out to him for putting this together and making it happen.
Yeah, thank you, Lano.
So Kaylia, I know there's a lot of kids, young people.
A lot.
Like you said, a lot of people just from the Bahamas in general. What would you say to people watching you who are like, wow, hey, this is a Bahamian out here? What words of encouragement or anything would you like to say to people watching this right now?
I'd like to say the world can keep changing, and you got to be ready for whatever this world bring up and say could be a job. Maybe a couple years ago, in the Bahamas, pro wrestling couldn't be a job. But now, look at us.
Yeah.
Look at us. Look who we is. We tearing down the ring right now. We just finished working. I just finished holding on to this title. So that goes to show you anything is quite literally possible. And in that moment of, you feeling that pressure and you scared to commit even more. Yeah. When you scared, that's literally your Iggy to continue on and go harder. I'm telling you, that fear is gonna land you right exactly where you need to be.
All right. Well, there you have it, folks, from the one and only Miss Kaylia Capri. Hold on, Kaylia, I gotta get there. I noticed you've been doing this pose on.
So I'm Kaylia Capri.
It's Kaylia Capri.
Because we always under the Capri Sun. That's how you shield yourself.
Got it, y'all. Hey, Kaylia, it's been awesome. It's been amazing.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you. It's an honor. And, you know, I gotta say, continue to do your thing. Thank you for representing the Bahamas. And, hey, just way to go, man.
Thank
Keep
you so
doing
much.
your thing.
Thank you so much.
Ah!
Don't fall down.
Oh, so, and folks, Kaylia, I got a confession. Because I'm like George Washington and I cannot tell a lie, right? Mm-hmm. I owe you a pina colada.
Pina colada me! Woo!
Hey, thank you folks for watching. Thank you, Kaylia. Hey, until next time.
Till next time, y'all.